You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. I've got your 2-week spoilers running from Monday, August 19th all the way through Friday, August 30th. Lily Winters is looking for revenge, and Summer is even more out of control. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I'm going to unpack all of these spoilers for you. If you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Let's dive right in to what's happening this week, starting Monday, August 19th. Summer will just not stop picking at Kyle about Audra. He has insisted that they are just co-workers, which is true. How do you prove a negative? She is all on fire about this. We have to hope that Victor is going to intervene and try and talk some sense to her, because Phyllis isn't having any luck. And she's just clearly in the wrong, but she's not even slowing down. It's like she's channeling Phyllis, full stop. Meanwhile, Audra tells Nate that yes, indeed, Victor is the secret buyer of GLAAD, and Nate kind of writes her a little reality check about, I don't think you know who you're in business with, because you're going to wind up getting shafted. Nate knows from experience how Victor treats people. And earlier on Monday, Audra had a meeting with Victor. Kyle showed up for it. They are both bickering and paranoid, and they each think the other is throwing them under the bus with Victor. It may not matter, because Victor may throw them both under the bus. Michael Baldwin shows up with a report for Victor that he could not find any new dirt on Billy Boy, except that Jill Abbott is very sick, and they try to figure out if they can leverage it and how. Sally and Billy talk to each other. They are quite convinced that Sally and that Adam and Chelsea are definitely keeping something big from them. And that comes after Sally confronts Adam, begs him just to tell her. Billy confronts Chelsea and says, please just tell me. Adam gaslights her, changes the subject, tells some more lies until he's upset her so much Sally walks out. Chelsea makes excuses about checking on Connor. She walks out. Billy and Sally aren't going to put up with this for very much longer. Tuesday, August 20th, Audra and Kyle have a serious talk about GLAAD, running it together, the garbage he's dealing with Summer, their suspicions about Victor, their, desires to topple Jabot, and they realize that they can't keep infighting with each other and achieve any of their goals. So they call a ceasefire. We'll see how long it lasts. Victor corners Billy Boy, and I'm sure he's going to have some things to say. Victor is trying to aggravate Billy into making a bad move. I'm sure he's going to bring up Jill's illness, which clearly is a sore spot for Billy. Plus, Victor already told Billy that they're coming for him, so his hackles are up. This is going to be a very confrontational confrontation. It's going to get spicy. And Nikki and Lily are going to have several scenes this week, and she's offering some advice to Lily. I mean, Nikki knows a lot about how Billy operates just from years of seeing him with Victoria and what Victoria has to deal with. And she's going to offer Lily some very solid advice. Then on Wednesday, August 21st, in exchange for that good advice, Lily is going to give Nikki some information that she probably shouldn't share, some insider info. I do wonder if Lily is going to tell Nikki that Jill is sick, which of course Michael just told Victor, but Victor doesn't tell Nikki everything, or not right away. So I'm curious exactly what info that she's going to be getting, that Billy has Jill's voting power because his mom is out sick. Maybe even that she tried to fire Billy and it didn't work out. We'll see. Jack Abbott is just very frustrated about Victor being close to Kyle and being an influence on him. And he wants to try and figure out how to put a stop to it. He and Diane are going to have a talk. Diane's take on it is, let's play dirty just like Victor will do and has done. Jack's of the mindset that he doesn't want to sink to that level. Diane is of the mindset that however low she has to sink to save their son, she's willing to get her hands dirty, even if Jack is not. Thursday, August 22nd, Sally directly confronts Adam with a very specific question. Did you sleep with Chelsea in Baltimore? That's a very easy question to answer. The answer is yes, or the answer is no. And we all know the truth is yes, but will Adam tell it? Diane works on trying to reconcile with Kyle. She's very worried about him with the custody battle, with everything that Summer is throwing at him, with Phyllis being involved in this mess, and then Victor being in his ear. And I think she wants to do anything to make it right and get her son back in the family fold. Billy does some thinking after that tense conversation with Victor, and then he decides to do something a little outrageous and tells Lily she's fired, that her services are not needed. The question is, can he do it? I mean, I think he's got the voting power to do it because he has Jill's shares and he's basically acting as Jill, but that doesn't mean that Jill's okay with what he's doing or that she even knows, and things are about to get much messier. I know a lot of you guys don't even care about these business plots. Some days I don't. It feels like you're clocking into a job when you have to watch business meetings on your soap opera. Where's the romance? Where's the nookie? You know, Friday, August 23rd, we're going to round out this week with Adam sticking to his story. He's going to stand his ground, and the hill he seems to be willing to die on is, no, I didn't sleep with Chelsea. Why would you think that? And Chelsea can't take it anymore, and she makes a big confession that is shocking, and it definitely sounds like she may finally tell Billy the truth, while Sally is fed another lie, and that's not going to work out for Adam at all. And Sharon is dealing with her mental spiral as Cameron Ashby is back in her house, back in her ear, and encouraging very bad behavior. And that takes us to week 2, this 26th through the 30th. Chelsea cannot keep it in anymore, but once she confesses to Billy, of course that's going to out Adam. There's no way Billy is going to protect that secret, because not only does he not like Adam, he's friends with Sally now and thinks she deserves the truth. And I do foresee Billy and Sally having one of their chats and discussing whether they can forgive and move forward, or if this is Splitsville, if it's a deal breaker. I get a feeling just myself that one couple is going to split and the other one is going to try to stay together, but I don't know if it's going to work out in the long run. Sharon is drawing further away from her family as she tries to keep them from knowing about the mess in her mind. She said she's back on her meds, doesn't seem like she is. Cameron is increasingly visible to her. She's zoning out. The family's worried. Nick, Mariah, and Faith's concern grows by the day, but she's trying to push them away with both hands. Summer is not going to listen to anybody, and she continues to push Kyle with unreasonable demands not based in the real world. And she seems to have a really shady lawyer who's got some judge who's helping her. And I feel like Summer is due for a really big karmic slap for what she's doing. More just a karmic shake, like, stop it. Lily may flip around and help Victor take over Chancellor by conspiring with Nikki if Billy presses on with trying to fire her. She obviously sees that she can't rely on him and he's not stable. So Lily may amp up her efforts to thwart Billy and stop him from shutting her out. Audra and Kyle want to make GLAAD a success, and they both start to realize they are under Victor's thumb and their goals may not align with his, and we may see them forging a strong partnership to undermine Victor and try and get the company back from him. We'll see how it goes. Those are all of our 2-week spoilers. Drop your comments. Please subscribe if you're not following us, and come back soon. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I'm talking Young and the Restless with you guys 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.